Hello, hello, hello. We are back for week 5 of Perpetual Prompts, Carrie Griffiths. So this week's prompts were a memory, comfort, music, date, and playing dress up. Now, the playing dress up is the one that really I struggled with this week. Playing dress up was not anything I ever did growing up. In fact, when I pulled these prompts last week, the very first thing that came to mind was my prom. So I think that might have been the first time that I ever played dress up, in the respect that, that was not who I was, uh, you know, but I don't have any pictures of anything like that. So yeah. So I've kind of gone in a different direction. Um, and most of my memories, most of my prompts this week are going toward the memory of my dad. So I have my big stamp here. I've got it tuned into the date that he died and he passed away. Um, and I'm just going to randomly stamp throughout this music page. It's just kind of adding another dimension of another dimension of background. It's weird. It's like a lump under there. A lot of this is going to be covered up though. So some of the date will show through, some of it, all of the date will show through, some of it, none of the date will show through. Just kind of depends on, where things fall. All right. So there's my date, December 19th, 1984. That was the year he passed away. And it actually occurred to me as I was preparing for this that I am at the age that he died. So, he died at 52, and I'm currently 52. I know this is. I don't know what has triggered my allergies this evening, but for like the last hour, my nose has been running. My eyes are really itchy and burny. I did take my allergy meds this morning, so I know that's not the problem. Okay, this. Ugh, trying to find a spot. That left like a bunch of goobers. I'm not going to glue all the way down because part of this, I want to be able to tuck some stuff underneath here. Again, the bingo is paying homage to my pops. If you did not see my live last night, well, it's tonight while I'm recording this because it is 9:00 on Tuesday. But you will be watching this on Wednesday. If you saw the live Tuesday night, you heard a little bit of the story about the bingo card. If not, I will retell it. I don't mind. My dad cooked breakfast every Sunday morning at the local Moose Lodge. And while he was cooking breakfast, they held bingo. And there was a lady there, her name was Annie, um, who loved to play bingo, but she really wasn't able to by herself anymore. She was really hard of hearing and nearly blind. So she couldn't really see the cards all that well, and she definitely couldn't hear the stuff being called. So my dad asked me if I would be willing to come down and help her with her bingo cards one Sunday. And I'm like, absolutely, I would love to. Well, it then became a weekly thing. I was there every Sunday. And not only did it give me an opportunity to kind of give back, to somebody, being able to give something to Annie that, she loved but lost due to age. But it gave me the opportunity to spend some time with my dad that, I didn't normally get because, because um so of course, I was going to take whatever opportunity I could to, be able to spend time with my dad as much as I could. And so when he was done with cooking breakfast, he would sit down and have breakfast with me. Bingo was over by then. Um, so we would sit down and have breakfast together. And it became our Sunday routine that I would help Annie with her bingo. And then afterward, Dad and I would sit down and have breakfast together. It's part of the extension. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that a lot of times the coffee cup that I have in here with me has Woodstock on it. Um, Woodstock was my dad's favorite character. And it's kind of my way as an adult now to continue to have breakfast, quote unquote, breakfast with my dad each morning. This is the one I wanted to up and in and under. Okay, so there it is. I'm like, I don't know why every time I go to find this thing, it's nowhere to be found. Try to erase some of that glue. And I don't have a whole lot of childhood memories that I can recall. I mean, I know I experienced them. I just don't recall them. So I do cherish the few that I do. I have no idea what's on my TV. Just listening to it, you would think it was a cop show or something, but and I look up and it's a video game. I'm like, what am I watching? This glue is yucky. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm going to have to deal with that. Now, the reason the glue is brown like that is because this is not a stainless steel pin. So it just kind of rusts in there. Well, not kind of rusts. It does rust. Okay. Make sure I point my remote way up high so it doesn't turn my camera off on me again. Put on another episode of First 48. What I was watching, I'm not exactly sure how I got on some, like, watching somebody play video games channel. I don't even watch my husband play video games, and I live with him. Certainly not going to sit on a YouTube channel and watch some stranger play. My dad was not a big music fan. Like, we didn't have music playing all the time in the house or anything, but he did like the classics like Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, you know, that brand of music, which I guess on some level, in some degree, I got from him, as well as my mother, who was kind of in that same genre of music. That's part of my, my play, my playing dress up, being like a rich person. Ew, that's wet, and I stuck my fingers right in it. Now, I also wanted to have a butterfly on here, but I didn't have any that faced to the right, and everything that I had was kind of turning out to be right side heavy on the page. So if I was going to put a butterfly on here, I would want it flying that way. But I didn't have any cutout, and I didn't want to die cut anymore. I got to start using the die cuts I already have cut out, not keep cutting more. So I went with just the ladybug. I was going to do a ladybug and a butterfly, but just a ladybug. So I'm going to seal this up and put it with my glue pages. I don't know what that is. Okay. That's going to go in my little tote over there of glue pages. And then we are going to glue this in. So what did we have here? I forgot to write in this one. So we had texture, ribbon, family, vacation, those meant something. Oh, and nature. Pearls. And nature. I realize how crooked that page was. My goodness. Not to mention, my page is not gluing. Okay. Get some glue going down here. Okay, we're going to squirt some glue down in there, and then up on the corner. Oh, that's way crooked. Okay, so apparently these are not sticking as well as I would hope for them to be. So rather than glue sticking them, I'm going to go ahead and Fabri-Tac them in from now on. Whew. Just leaned over and got a nice strong whiff of silicone glue right up my nose. Anybody that's ever smelled silicone glue before knows how strong of a smell that is. Okay, so I have things stuck to me. Surprise, surprise. I have comfort. Music. Date. The ladybug is also comfort. Bingo is my memory. And then this lady down here is dress up, as well as like a rich person. There is that for this week. Put that up there and grab my little prompts. Let's see what we're going to be doing next week. There's more colors in here too. Oh, I guess I gotta close on my glues, don't I? Close up my Fabri-Tac. Close up my glue stick. Okay. All right. What's it gonna be for next week? Scissors. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. you saw my sorting video, you might recognize this shape. I put a whole bunch of these paper ones in my label book. Some coffee dyed ones. Okay. And then what do we have? This is the part that always makes my nerves go. Food. Fruit. Okay. Face. Is an avocado a fruit? Thinking face mask. Cucumber. Insect. And hot. Food, fruit, insect, face, and hot. Well, nothing immediately springs to mind. I definitely need to look up food just to verify what fruit, some things are they fruits or vegetables? Like I'm pretty sure an avocado is a vegetable. I'm pretty sure cucumbers are vegetables. But, there's always those rare random things like almost said potatoes. Like tomatoes are technically a fruit. So I have to refresh my memory what the rules are on what makes a fruit a fruit. Just forgot to put my little 5 on there. All right, so that is it for Carrie for this week. That was pretty short and simple. My cardboard that's supposed to be up there for tearing pages down is not up here. Oh, there it is. It just got pushed way back. All right. So that is it for this week. That's week 5 of the Perpetual Prompts with Carrie Griffiths. Stay tuned next week for the next hot, fruity, the hot and fruity collage. That one's going to take some thinking. So I will talk to you later. Bye.